I have a movie idea. I'm back. Just hear me out. So there's this young doctor, and she's worked in the emergency room for about a year. But on a Friday afternoon, it seemed to be a pretty slow day. But then a call comes in. A young man accidentally drove his car off of the road and into the river. He was unconscious when they pulled him out, but he was still alive, so they rush him to the emergency room. The doctor gets working on him right away. She does some of her medical magic. And now he's stable and he's gonna be fine. And now everyone's just kind of waiting for this guy to wake up because no one knows who he is. Finally, he wakes up. But seeing his body hooked up to a whole bunch of medical wires, he was freaking out. Asking questions like, where am I? How did I get here? The doctor tells him, sir, you were in an accident. You're at the hospital. We're taking care of you. It's going to be okay. Now that everybody's all chilled out, it's time to get some information. And here's where things get interesting. The doctor asks, sir, what's your name? He tells her his name. And when were you born? He says, June 2nd, 2045. And what? Did you say 2045? Immediately, the doctor begins to worry. She thinks this guy must have some brain trauma because as of right now, the year is 2021. She says, sir, that is impossible. I think you're just confused. Immediately, the guy starts freaking out again. He swears that's when he was born. So she asks him, do you have any family members I can contact for you? He said yes and gave both of his parents' names. So she leaves and goes to contact the parents. Except there's one little problem. The names that he gave her were for two toddlers that lived in completely different states. I don't know about you, but there ain't no way that those toddlers are his parents. So she goes back in and she tells him, sir, those are names for children. Those are not your parents. She asks him if he has a wallet, an ID. Now, luckily, the police dropped off a bag of his belongings that they recovered from the car accident. He tells her, check my bag. She looks through the bag, finds a wallet, and goes to pull out the ID. And she immediately thinks this has to be a fake. The birth date says 2045. While she's going to try to figure out who he actually is, she gives him back his bag. He's looking through it, you know, his wallet, some dirty socks, sunglasses, a letter. An unopened letter addressed to him. From him. The letter says, if you're reading this for the first time, that means it worked. The machine worked. I knew there could be a chance of memory loss, that's why I'm writing this now, but I don't have much time. Here is what you absolutely need to know. You have traveled back in time to the year 2021. Find the girl. She should be a doctor during this time at Ryland Hospital. She is the key to everything. Find her and save humanity before it's too late. Find Dr. Stone. The doctor comes back in to casually check on him. He freezes, looks down at her name tag, and sees that it says, Dr. Stone. Is he actually from the future? Why does humanity need saving? And will Dr. Stone save the future?